Hi class, this is our last week of school. Can you believe it? That is just crazy. So the projects that we're doing this week, you do not have to turn in to me. I want you to keep them. But there are a couple of really fun projects. We have our summer bucket list, which is what we're working on here. You have your end of school packing up kindergarten suitcase and a Father's Day project. So this one, our summer bucket list, a bucket list is kind of it's not kind of, it is the things you want to do. It's a bucket list. They call it a bucket list because you kind of can check off, and it's a bucket full of ideas of things that you really want to do. So this is your summer bucket list. So you've got these different pieces. We have this one that says summer bucket list. This is where we're going to list the things that we want to do this summer, and when you get to do them, you can check them off. So kind of a fun thing. So first, let's go ahead and cut out our bucket, and you'll just cut along all the black lines. And once we have all the pieces cut out, we're going to put it together. So start thinking about, what would I like to do this summer? What are the things this summer that I would think would be really fun? Maybe your big goal is to read 5 books by yourself, or maybe another goal is I want to go, you got your read to ride ticket, so you want to go to the water slide park, or you want to ride the biggest roller coaster that you're tall enough for. So your bucket list are things that you'd really like to do this summer. And a lot of times on your bucket list, you don't have to get them done. It's just something that you're trying to do because you think it would be fun. It would be fantastic. Some people have travel in their bucket list. They want to go to specific places, so you can decide, I really want to go on a big camping trip, or I really want to go to like a special place, maybe by grandma or grandpa, or you want to learn to water ski. It can be something that you'd like to learn to do. You want to learn, whoops, here I am cutting, you can't see me. You'd like to learn to paint better, or to draw cartoon figures. So you can have on your bucket list pretty much anything you would like. So I'm cutting out the little shovel because, of course, if you go to the beach or you're playing in the sand, you have a bucket and you have a shovel for digging. So now I've got all of this cut out. One of the things you can do on your shovel, and you may need help from mom and dad, is you can cut out this little tiny handle, and I'm just going to turn it to the side. I don't want to bend it too much, but I just want to make a little teeny tiny cut. We'll see if it will. My scissors aren't really all that sharp, and nice sharp scissors work better for this. Okay, I'm gonna make a little cut, which I made a little tiny cut. Did it work? Nope. Here I am trying to show you, and I can't get it to work. So this one's tricky. You might go ahead and have moms and dads. I need some sharper scissors. I don't even think these are sharp enough. The little tip is too small. Okay, never mind. I'm not going to worry about cutting that little piece out, but you can cut that little piece out, or mom and dad can. My scissors don't have a sharp enough little tip, so it won't get in there. So I'm not going to worry about it. Okay, the next thing that we want to do is we've got our bucket and our little trim. We want to go ahead and color your summer bucket list, and we'll cut out the different pieces in just a minute. So you can color your sun, and you can do it whatever colors you think would be nice. I'm going to do a couple different colors. I'm going to do orange, and then I'm also going to do yellow. Happy little sun. Now orange and yellow. And then I have to think, what color do I want my sunglasses? Okay, almost there on the sun. If you don't stay completely in the lines around the outside of the sun, you're going to cut the sun part out. Not over here, you need to stay in the lines there, but you're going to cut that part out. On the inside of my glasses, I'm going to go ahead and color that part gray. I'm going to make my sunglasses a really fun, and I think I'm going to go ahead and color this part gray. Now you can do whatever color you want, just use your creativity. There we go. And I think I want really pretty kind of blue sunglasses. Blue is one of my favorite colors, so you can do your favorite color. It doesn't have to be any specific color. There are now my sunglasses, my sun. So now I'm going to go ahead and cut this out. So this one's a little trickier. When you're cutting out, remember you're going to turn the paper, not your scissors. So you notice how I'm turning the paper back and forth so I can get around all these little spots. And we've got the little tips of the sunglasses. If you need some help from mom and dad, it's okay. You can ask for help. I want you to try. It's always good to try because it's a little tricky, but you can do it. And again, it doesn't have to be perfect. Just we're learning, and when you're learning, you can't be perfect. That's the whole point of learning, is that we're not perfect. In fact, even when you're really good at something, you're not perfect at it. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead, and it's got all these little ends. I'll just wiggle waggle back and forth and then cut this. It's kind of got little wiggle waggles. I'll kind of go straight, but and then our sun, almost there, almost there. If I'm going to, always with these videos, if I'm going too fast, you can go ahead and pause the video and catch up with me. That is just fine. Okay, so now we have our sun for the bucket list, and this is going to go right on top of the little ribbon. Let's move this over so you can actually see what I'm talking about. So, and we can make little things on that. So then the next thing, go ahead and cut out your list. And I did not color my list, and I'll show you why. I want it to show up really good on my bucket. There we go. Those are extra pieces. You can just throw those away. And now I'm done cutting. So now it's time to glue. And we have a ribbon. You notice this is the handle for my bucket. So what I'm going to do first, go ahead, turn my bucket over. I think I'm going to put it so that I don't see any of the outline here. And I'm just turned it like this so that I have a handle. And I am going to do two different things. I want my handle to be here. I'm going to go ahead, and if you have tape at home, tape works really well. I've sent some tape home with you. You can do it that way. You can try to glue it. You can staple it. There's lots of different ways you can get this to attach. Use whatever you have. If your mom has hot glue, that's another really good way to do it. And I'm just made my bend so that it goes around and is straight. And I'm just using just regular plain tape. But you can also try your glue stick. I was a little concerned. I don't know how the glue stick will hold, but I'm going to try tape. There. So now I have my handle at the top, just like that, from my bucket list. And you have different colors as well. So now I'm going to put, this is the little, here, I'm going to turn it over so we can't see that. And you can add decorations and colors to this. So I'm going to add just a little bit of decoration to my, so that you can see what my bucket's doing, because it's just whoopity wooing this little ripple here. I want you to be able to see that and have it be nice and cute. So I'm just going to color that in, and then I'm going to do some polka dots on my bucket, just like that, inside. Again, however you want to decorate it, it's just fine. This is your bucket. Okay, now I'm going to add this to my bucket, just to the bottom here. And it's not quite all the way to the top because I want to be able to see my decorations. So I'm just going to add it a little bit hanging lower. And this is where I am going to use glue. So I'm going to just put just a little bit of glue right on my bucket, and then add my ribbon, not the ribbon, the little ruffle that I created. Just add that right on top of my bucket. Now I'm going to glue my bucket list, the sun, my sunglasses, and my bucket list title. And then we have a little tiny bit of writing to do as well. So I'm going to stick this right at the top. just like that. And you notice the sun does not go all the way on, so that's okay. This will dry if you got a little glue on the outside. Just make sure you don't stick it to the table or something. And then your little shovel can get attached, so put just a little bit of glue on the back of your shovel, and you can attach your shovel just like that. Kind of covers up your words, but here, I'm going to stick my shovel behind my words. But you can do it either way. There we go. I just lifted up the edge and put my shovel underneath my list like that, summer bucket list. Then let's put the list on. So you put glue on the back of this. And let's go ahead and glue my list down. And I'll just have it be right there at the bottom. So now we've got our little summer bucket list is all completed. Now we have to do the writing portion, and it's thinking, what would I like to do this summer? So what would I like to do this summer? That's an interesting question, isn't it? So maybe I'd like to go swimming. So I'm going to put swim. I'm going to go swim, S-W-I-M. Maybe what I'd like to do is read a book. So I'll put read, R-E-A-D, book. B-O-O-K, and remember your finger spaces. Maybe I'd like to, what would I like to do? I like to hang in a hammock, so I'm gonna put hammock. H-A-M-M-O-C-K, and you can have your own summer bucket list. I'm gonna put eat ice cream. That's on my bucket list. Eat ice cream. And then I'm going to, you know what, for Mrs. Duffield, on my bucket list is sleep. It's probably not on your bucket list, but it's on mine. But I'm not going to put that down. I'll put play, because that's probably more likely to be on your bucket list. Play a lot. A-L-O-T. Play a lot. So then, here's your summer bucket list. And there's all the different things that we wrote down. And you can stick this on your fridge, or you can put it someplace where you can see it. And each time you do one, oh, I went swimming, mark it off. Oh, I got to eat ice cream, mark it off. Whatever's on your bucket list. So that's our summer bucket list. Thank you so much for joining me, class. Hope you enjoy it. Have fun. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.